Yeah, so it kind of goes hand in hand with, we're talking to Sam and Josh right now because we're all in the same area training with the same people, to where, like, I watched them. I was there that day that they all threw. Sam obviously didn't throw, but Josh threw, and just saw how they interacted with each other, and they were relaxed. And, all they're preaching to us is, hey, like, yeah, it's kind of a stressful day. It's a big day in your life, but, like, you're going to look back on it and say, dang, I wish I was a little more relaxed, wish I was a little more myself. To where I think the biggest thing I can take away from that event was, the guys that looked all uptight and really nervous were the ones that didn't end up throwing the ball that well that day. The guys that were relaxed and confident with what they do and know that they can throw a football went out there and spun it and, ended up getting drafted pretty high.
With this being such a strong group of quarterbacks this year, was there any hesitation on your part about not coming here or not participating in, just knowing how tough the competition was?
Yeah, no, I think it was 100% I was going to be able to come out here and prove a little bit of the doubts that people have about me. I'm showing that I'm a competitor. I love the game of football. I want to be out here and learning as much as possible. Knowing that both coaching staffs and the Niners and the Raiders are going to be out here, I think that was awesome to be able to be a part of too. I think it's a big plus. Just being out here and competing and showing people what they need to see. I would have never turned that down.
You mentioned Josh threw and Sam didn't. Have you gotten that far yet in terms of whether or not you'll throw at the combine?
I will assume I throw. It's kind of the same mentality I have for being here. I want to go out there and throw it, and if anyone needs to see me throw it some more, I've been doing it my whole life. I can do it. I can surely do it one more day.
Who's your agent?
Tom Coney.
Are there any NFL quarterbacks that you kind of see yourself having your game after, or you look up to?
Yeah, so it kind of goes back to the off-platform throws that I make. Aaron Rodgers does that really well. He gets scrutinized a little bit about it. And, I end up getting scrutinized a little bit, throwing off your back foot, leaning to the left, throwing right, throwing left. It's just something that, I think from a young age, I kind of developed with awkward body throws and awkward arm angles to where I know Aaron probably did the same thing. And being able to make those throws is huge. Like I said, the pocket breaks down a little bit here and there, but being able to stay on balance and make the easy throws is also a big part of that game.
Being a Kansas City guy, do you have any kind of relationship with Pat Mahomes other than just watching him play?
Yeah, no, other than watching him play, I haven't got to talk to him. I walked by an Apple store, saw him in an Apple store. That was about it. Didn't want to bother him, didn't say anything to him. But besides, watching him throw a lot of touchdowns and win a lot of football games, there's not much on the personal level with us.
What can you kind of learn from watching him, especially maybe his first year as a starter and he has the success that he has? What can you take from the season that he had?
Yeah, I think I can take a lot, but I also think the league can take a lot from it. And you don't have to necessarily sit a guy for a long time. Guys coming in off their fourth year playing for the first time. You saw a lot of freshmen play, or freshmen. You saw a lot of rookies play this year. Pat obviously sat behind Alex Smith there for a minute. So I think the league is, slowly realizing that, these young guys can come in and get it done for you. And, I think it saves them a little penny too. So.
Drew, last year you played with Jamon Moore. How
Yeah.
much did you miss him this year? I mean, he was here at Senior Bowl last year, had some good practices.
Yeah, Jamon was awesome. I definitely missed him on the field, but I definitely missed him in the locker room a lot more. Just being around him, being his friend, and just seeing who Jamon was over time, I enjoyed being around him.
You still stay in contact with him?
Yeah, we hit each other up every once in a while.
Get you some tickets to the Green Bay Packers.
Yeah, that would be cool. That'd be cool to go to Lambeau. Hopefully I can step on the field of Lambeau one day. But Jamon was great. I enjoyed being around him all the time and definitely missed some of the plays he made for us.
How do you feel playing in the SEC compared to more with the competition you face?
Yeah, no, the competition is unreal in the SEC. I think if you look at people that are at this game, there's probably a fat chunk from the SEC. It's different. Guys are bigger, guys are faster, guys are moving around at really high speeds, and you got to make decisions quicker. I think that definitely relates to the NFL as far as body-wise and speed. And don't get me wrong, it's going to get better. They're going to get faster, they're going to get smarter. But really, the big thing is they're just going to get smarter. They're going to get better with ball and start recognizing things on defense instead of just acting off what coaches call. Idolized growing up, definitely Chase Daniel. He was a Mizzou guy. Loved watching Chase. He had a really good team when he was there. Jeremy Maclin, Chase Kaufman. He had some dudes with throw too. So I think the biggest guy I idolized most was definitely Chase.
You feel like you're ready to step in day one, be an NFL quarterback starter right out the gate?
Yeah, I do. I mean, I feel like that's all of our goals here at this game right now. I think if we're at this game, we should be able to do it. We should be able to step into a locker room and step into a facility and pick up a game plan and pick up a playbook and learn it as fast as we can and step out there and be a confident Q. I think that's what all these guys here are going to be able to do.
So yeah, I mean, D-line is much simpler than both quarterback and free safety. You know, it's really gritty. You're not thinking too much. So it serves as an advantage because I understand the whole picture and I understand how crucial my part is on the defensive line.
John, can you do a self-scouting report on yourself? What are your positives and weaknesses?
Okay, well, I'll start with the positives. I'm pretty consistent. You don't see much variation from play to play. It's very evident that I'm a hard worker. Kind of a blue collar guy. I'm pretty violent. I'd say those are some of my best attributes. There's some technical flaws, definitely. I struggle to get my hips through contact. I've been utilizing my upper body more than I should have at Division II. I got away with it. That's kind of why I never took an incentive to, I need to get my hips through. Until I was broken down, I got to work with Brian Cox, who just coached at the PA game, ex-Pro Bowler guy. So he helped me work on, getting my hips through, keeping my head up through contact, utilizing my legs a little bit more. So that's been my biggest weakness, is keeping my pad level low and using my legs.
You have excellent communication skills. How does that help you as a football player?
The communication skills, well, I was a two-time captain at Charleston, so I'm pretty good at, expressing myself and communicating the play, to the rest of the defense. Even though I had my hand in the dirt, I was still making calls down in a three-point stance. So it helps me as a leader, and then obviously it helps me as a football player because, oftentimes the linebackers get tired and they forget to make their call, and I can be that backup, that plan B. Cominsky got me on that play. So
excellent.
Definitely.
Have you talked to the Chicago Bears at all?
I have talked to the Bears.
Formal meeting?
No, not a formal meeting yet. Conversation was really good with one of their scouts, so I'm hoping to get a meeting with them because I fell in love with that defense this past year. I said before, Khalil Mack and Akeem Hicks, those are two of my favorite, probably my top three favorite D linemen in the league. So to be able to be on the other side of Mack with Akeem Hicks in the middle, man. Yeah.
Did you follow him at all last week? In terms of playing in the game?
He did really well. I talked to him after, and he did some really awesome things.
So you guys remained friends. Obviously, it was a competitive type of deal. I mean,
it worked out for the both of us. So we're, we definitely remain friends.
Thank you.
Real quick, the quarterback, such an important position with the timing, the chemistry. So how tough is this coming down here playing with receivers, tight ends that you've never even met before?
Yeah, it's not it's not your traditional practice, but that's what makes it fun and that's what makes it interesting. And you just kind of see who can adapt, and that's just kind of my goal, is just kind of get completions. Not don't know who's fast yet, don't know things like that, but just kind of give every guy a chance to catch a ball and get out in front of him.
How much can you really absorb in a playbook? I know you're given a shell of a playbook, but how much can you really absorb in 4 or 5 days, and how many of the concepts are similar to what you've run before?
Yeah, I mean, there's some new concepts, but everything I've seen briefly. So you kind of just got to find a way to match it with what you already know as far as how to read those plays.
Do everything. That's something that I want to be. I want to be able to go to the next level and be able to cover, be able to run, make plays all over the field, be able to direct guys into the right positions. So growing up, I watched him, and I was actually pretty sad when he retired. I wasn't done watching him. I actually had a goal to play next to him one day, So, but that guy did everything that I wanted to do at the next level, So, that's someone I look up to.
Is man coverage something you consider a strength?
I believe I can do it. If someone asks me what's my best strength, I would say stopping the run. Making plays where I don't want the running back to get any yards. So I would say that's my biggest strength. But if the organization wanted me to be in man coverage and they say that, we need you to make sure he doesn't catch the ball, I'm gonna do so. So I believe that I can play man coverage versus anyone they line me up against, and I'm going to go out there and compete and make the plays that's necessary to help any team I'm on.
What's it mean to be part of the Senior Bowl?
Oh, it means a lot. It's a lot of tradition, a lot of great players have came through here. I'm happy to be here. I'm glad that they were able to scout me out of a ton of great athletes around the country and have the opportunity to come here and, showcase in front of really good scouts and, GMs and everyone, the media, everybody. It's just truly an honor to be in this position, and it shows that hard work truly pays off.
What advice have you gotten from coaches or scouts down here so far?
Just go out there and have fun. That's the main thing. Don't think too much. Don't be nervous. Be yourself. You've done a great job. At Notre Dame, and they just want me to continue my success and continue to do great things on and off the field. And I believe so too. I just need to go out there and do what I've been doing for the longest. Don't try to do anything different. Just go out there and have fun and enjoy the process.
Is there anything you want to showcase this week in particular?
Mostly coverage. I know I'm going to be able to stop the run, make plays in the run game, but I want to be able to show them also that I can make plays in the passing game. I want to go out there, get interceptions, get my hands on a couple passes, and just make plays all over the field and, be able to lead guys, be very vocal and, show them that I can come in and really affect the program in a positive way.